team did a really good job. So I think that was my first point. So I just wanted to also highlight in a more concrete manner, how do we think we want to work with FPT, right? Because we are looking at this as a long-term strategic partnership, right? We have different programs, and our relationship has also evolved, right? It's evolving from a very project-centric to larger scope, and I think Kwa mentioned ADMS, so we will talk a little bit about ADMS, because I think a lot of us here actually, we've not briefed you on what ADMS is. Can you please move to the next slide? So in general, we have the digital solutions team that has just started in January. Sorry, thank you very much. In January. And one of the key KPI for us was to do co-creation with customers. And we have to have a quick turnaround time in MVC development. And we know that today in Singapore, we will not be able to have these skills to develop quickly. So we've engaged FPT to support us in MVC and early MVP development. So MVC here is actually minimum viable concept. So we talk a lot about engagement through discovery or co-creation. So every time we meet a customer, we have an idea, we have a concept. How do we let the customer feel and touch and see, right? What is the concept that we're discussing? So we work quickly with the FPT team to come up with a so-called a minimum viable concept, so that we can present it to the customer, and then we take it through the lean startup methodology, where we review and we pivot whether is that what the customer want, do they want it better, and that's how we move towards MVP. Now, what we don't do in Asia Pacific is that we don't do the actual development. So once it matures to a minimum viable product phase, we will hand it back to Toulouse, when then they will actually do the full product development. So in Asia, it gives us some flexibility to work quickly to come up with the early prototyping and development, and then once we've validated the business case with the customer, and then we send back to Toulouse for development. So today we have use cases where we are building MVPs for customers, and we also have certain use cases where we are developing MVC for internal teams. So for example, the user dashboard is built for internal teams. And then the second is actually the Skywise Customer Experience Center in Singapore. In these teams, we have launched an RFP. The scope is complex because it uses machine learning and artificial intelligence that combines all our capability in Skywise Predictive, Skywise Health Monitoring, as well as Reliability Service, in addition to machine learning and artificial intelligence. So we've released the tender. Now we're looking for a submission from FPT. So we are looking to FPT to become one of the partners to support us in this customer showcase. And next, we want to talk a little bit about the ADMS. So the ADMS actually stands for Application Development and Maintenance Service. So in the IT world, it's not really new, but what we have done in this context is that we've taken the same concept and we applied it into Skywise concept. So, and in this ADMS, we are actually looking to work with the FPT as our strategic partner to be the one that implement this for us in Airbus. And Asia Pacific will be the core competence hub for ADMS globally. So we will start in Asia Pacific and we will host the capabilities locally to support the global region. So just a quick explanation of what ADMS is and how we're working with FPT. So today, when you sign a Skywise contract, right, we engage with the customer and then we prepare and we onboard the customer. So assume a customer comes on board, they're very happy with Skywise Core, they sign the contract and then they move into what we call an in-service support. So during the onboarding phase, what we do is we sit down with the customer, which is what FPT already does today with Palantir. We sit down with the customer, we understand some of the use cases, we prepare the data structure, and then we upload it onto Skywise. We train the customer so that they can use Skywise on their own. Now what we realize is that some customers, they may not have enough resources. So after a while, after the onboarding process, they stop using it because they don't have enough people in their team to support them. So we realize that with some customers, there are gaps. Like example, also some customers in Japan, because they don't have resources to support the Skywise development. So what we did was, we proposed, so today they have a support. So after they go onboarding, they will get supported. There's a call center that will support them. There will be a team that they can call if they have any issues on Skywise Core and the workflows that they build. Then what we realized was that after that, if they want to build if they want to build new services or new workflows today, either they have to train their own resources to build these workflows, or they don't use it anymore. So we try to provide a new service called ADMS, where we actually provide a team of people to continue to develop workflows for the customer using Skywise tools and applications. So then we give a customer an option of continue to building new application and to increase the use of Skywise. And so this service is actually under the services team. So we deliver together with a handover from DTO office. And we give the customer an option, right? So this is actually the customer business roadmap, the different areas that they need to take care of. And then we ask the customer, okay, so where would you like to start if you have ADMS to kind of continue to build a new workflow within Skywise? Okay, then and the way we propose it to the customer, we give them 3 packages that they can use on a yearly basis and renew on a yearly basis to either maintain applications that they have in the Skywise core platform, to grow new applications or workflows in the Skywise platform, or they can really develop a lot more applications. So there's 3 different tiers that we offer to the customer to do development on Skywise core. So, and we are actually, because of the scope and the resourcing and the capabilities that we need for this service, FPT is actually a very, very strategic partner that we can utilize to support us in this activity. Yeah, so the way it works is, we have Skywise onboarding, and then during the wrap-up session, the customer continues to enjoy ongoing Skywise support, or they have a choice to pick up an ADMS application support from us, or they can move to SDM, SRS, and SHM from a digital solutions standpoint. So this is an overall view of how we see that we can grow this segment, and then we are planning to launch this officially in August this year, together with the FPT team. Okay, so actually that was just a quick overview of what ADMS is, because it's very hard to get an opportunity to share. And also was to highlight that FPT is really a very strategic partner for us in Asia Pacific. They are agile, they are quick. If your customer really needs something quickly, that will be a good way for us to kind of come up with a quick early prototyping. So with that, I would like to thank the FPT team. I also like to thank the Airbus team for your time today. And let me know if you have any questions. And we look forward, and I will hope that you enjoy the demo that they prepared for you today. Yeah.
Thank you.